What's up, everyone? Edgar here with All One Solar Shine out here currently in Morgan Hill, California. For those of you that have been following, and I definitely appreciate you guys' support. We're located out in Gilroy, but we definitely service the entire SF South Bay area. So that's Mountain View, San Jose, Los Altos, Morgan Hill, Gilroy, and everything in between. So, you know, you can definitely find us out over here. Today I want to talk about the setup with my van, talk about the van itself, the wrap, the tools, everything that I have to get the job done and to perform the services that I perform, which obviously is specializing in solar panel cleaning, bird proofing, window washing, and gutter cleaning. So my tools are specific to those services and also my own likes and preferences on how I get the job done. The Ram ProMaster here is the van that I have. It's what I use. It definitely has the room to hold all my tools safely, securely, and also everything inside and on top. And then aside from that, it gives me this billboard right here. So this billboard, which is the van wrap, it goes all the way around. It's definitely a money maker. It's definitely also one of the higher paying advertisements that I've done as well, because, you know, a wrap this size and of this quality isn't cheap, but you get your money's worth. You get your money back. It's all about the value of being out in a parking lot, being out on the job, being out and just driving on the freeway. I definitely get that attention. I definitely see people taking pictures of it. I see people coming up and asking me or my workers, you know, we have our QR code right here, so that way you can just quickly snapshot it. Takes you right to our website where you get more information, or you can right there request a quote on whatever service you want.
This van, you bought it? You're making payments on it?
No, so this van, it is a 2019, so we are currently making payments on it. And yeah, I mean.
Is it expensive?
This particular van right here was about $35,000. So I mean, it definitely is an investment, but it's an investment that I felt I needed to get the job done. And like I said, to hold all my tools are inside. So, I mean, you want to keep everything safe. So we have our easy ladder rack. What I love about this thing right here is it actually drops down. And with it dropping down, I'm able to safely and securely take off and put on my ladders. I got my fiberglass 32-foot ladder, and then I also have my, I believe it's a 24-foot Gorilla ladder that also extends, folds. So I'm able to really reach whether it's a 1-story, I just bring down the aluminum one. If it's a 2-story or even a 3-story, I'm able to, you know, get the job done with these 2 ladders that I have right here. Ladder safety is probably the number one thing that you want to really focus on and do a lot of research on. That way you are aware of what OSHA requires, and not just that, just you are aware of just how to properly load, unload, and then how to get on, get off ladders, how to place them. There's a lot of risk and injuries when it comes to ladders. This 32-foot ladder is heavy, so you want to know how to carry it. You don't want to strain your back. You don't want it to, you know, to fall, hit a car's window, or break a window on the house. So it's all about just training, practice, and, you know, getting the proper education and training so that way you know exactly how to handle these ladders. Inside we have all the tools. First, let's do safety. I got my helmets here. So we always do 2-man crews. I got my helmets. I have my harnesses back here, and then my ropes, 50 and 100 feet. So you always want to make sure you're harnessed. You have your helmet on with your chin straps. Last thing you want is to lean over and your helmet falls off, and then that does no good. So obviously we don't do much work in the rain, but if it's a light drizzle, you know, we have to get the job done, so we have some of that rain gear. That's safety right there. You have your cones, and obviously your other cones for when people are walking by. The last thing you want is someone walking down the sidewalk and they trip over your hose or something, or someone coming out of the house and they trip over your hose. We also got cones to place around the van when you're parked on the street. So we have here inside, for gutters, we can either do vacuum depending on the situation of the house. If it's nice and dry, we can vacuum everything out. If it's wet or just really clogged in there, we do the normal, original scooping out. Scoop it into a bucket. We got your knee pads so you're not kneeling down on that S-tile, which really hurts. And then you scoop it into the bucket, put it in a bag, good to go. On the ladders, you definitely want stabilizers. Stabilizers are very important. It's what makes the ladder safer. Not the safest, but safer. That way you're able to get on and off. It stabilizes it so the ladder doesn't move as much, and it also keeps it nice and safe. With this, you want your anchor, all right? I'll never set a ladder without setting these 2 accessories with it. Your stabilizer goes on the roof, the anchor goes on the ladder. So this not only stabilizes so it doesn't go back and forth, this anchors it down so it really doesn't move. It's not gonna fall back on you. It's not gonna fall sideways on you. With this, I mean, I'm not saying injuries will happen, accidents will happen regardless of you being 100% safe, but it definitely lowers the chance, lowers the risk of having that injury occur. So it's all about safety. It's all about having the proper equipment to be safe. We have another short ladder in here for just if we have to get on roofs that are 2-story and you have 2 roofs. My theory is I try my best to avoid the 32-foot ladder. It's heavy, it's tall, it's uncomfortable to move. So all those things add to the risk factor of either getting hurt myself or my employees, or causing damage to a car, to a house window, or whatever the case may be. So if I can put my aluminum ladder plus this ladder on 2 roofs to get to the top roof, then that's the way to go. I have all my anchors, I have my stabilizers in place. That way all the ladders are secure and I'm able to properly and safely get on the highest roof possible without having to grab that big heavy 32-footer and cause any damages or injuries to myself. So that's the gutter right here. For window washing, we have our 150-foot hose right here that connects to your DI tanks. Your DI tanks are what give you mineral-free, calcium-free water. That way you're able to have that spot-free, streak-free shine for your windows and your solar panels. This connects to my water-fed pole. My water-fed pole has a hybrid nylon and boar head brush. The boar hair is in the middle with the nylon on the outside. This gives you that really tough boar hair to get the job done if any really good scrubbing needs to happen, and then also the nylon so that way you can get a really good thorough clean on the windows. This setup right here is what you definitely want for window cleaning. And then last but not least, I have my solar panel cleaning, which is the same filters, but instead I have my other 40-foot pole. It's a telescopic pole. I'm able to make it reach and extend however much I need it to extend. That way I can get the job done. Every solar panel system definitely has its different reaches. So coming to the back of the van is where we have a lot of the rusty equipment, heavy duty stuff. Here's a pole, like I was saying, with the 15-foot hose attached to it for the solar panel cleaning. That pole then attaches to my rotary brush, J. Racenstein rotary brush to be specific. This spins, it's gear driven by my pressure washers. So my pressure washers will attach to that hose, and then we get, we're gonna regulate the PSI with these machines. I have 2 machines. You don't need 2 machines. I have 2 machines. Why? If one breaks, or if I have a really big job, I'm able to do 2. Like I said, if one breaks or just one's malfunctioning on me, I can use the other one. So I really have always that plan B, getting the job done, making sure that my client is happy. Last thing I want is to have to pull off the job or call someone else to help me get the job done because of an accident or something malfunctioning. You have your standard hoses, standard electrical cords, your vacuum hoses, garden hoses. So everything is all accessories. It's all extra tools. A lot of times I have 2 of everything as well. That way I can, if a hose punctures or if one of these quick couplers breaks, you're on a roof, what do? You can't go to Home Depot, you can't go to Lowe's or something, or some other pressure washing store. So a lot of times I have 2 of everything, small little, whether it's gaskets or nipples or gauges. That way I can easily do some repairs on site if need be. Last but not least, I just want to show you real quick what I use for bird proofing. I forgot to go over that. We have our standard stainless steel J-hooks. This is a part that actually attaches to the solar panel itself. And then this is what adjusts so that I'm able to really bring down that mesh and really attach it to the solar panel. Here's the stainless steel PVC coated mesh. So it's really rigid, really tough. Birds are not able to get through this, they're not able to bite through this or really, ruin it at all. This is basically how it would look attaching to the solar panel. So here's the equipment that I have, the tools that I use to get the job done efficiently and effectively. So I'm located out here in Gilroy, but I do service everywhere from South Bay area, Mountain View, Los Altos, down to San Jose, Morgan Hill, Gilroy, and everything in between. Give me a call, send a message. All the information will be in the description below. If you guys liked what you're able to see, I appreciate it. Have a good one. Peace.